Sup, dog? A dog bit me. You're going to get 2 intros today. TLDR, the reason why I wasn't streaming or posting yesterday is that a dog bit me. I was making a video and I was going to react on this guy, Cryptid, but his name before was Crystallysis or something. I don't even know. Now he's so mysterious and cryptid that his name is that. And I was about to hit publish because I got the video, I edited, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I got all the video cut, it's all chopped, it's all ready to go. And I was about to hit publish, and then the wife was like, yo, you want to get some boba? And I'm like, boba. Anyway, so we went to go get boba, and we saw a dog on the street and it had a collar, and we're like, oh, you know, that's going to be, if my dog went out, I hope somebody a good Samaritan to pick him up. So we try to like get the dog, and then all these other neighbors came out, and they're all good Samaritans. It was a nice example of a high trust society. It's kind of rare these days, but everybody came in. They all supported to help this dog for this mysterious owner that we don't know. The dog bit a gentleman, and he's like, it's okay, I got my tetanus shot. And one of the people was like, I'm going to hold the dog until the owner comes. So on the way back, we're like, you know what? That person is like a cat person. They have like cat food, but they don't have dog food. And we, as good Samaritans as we are, we're like, let's go get half of our dog food and give it to the lady. And so we came back and we're doing a good thing, a good character, good morale, good. It's just a good feeling thing, right? Just a good karma, whatever fucking good you want to say, but we're good. So we went up there and the doors opened, and all I see is this stupid dog. And this dog is like a little chihuahua, half pig, half chihuahua. It's a fat thing, dude. And it was bolting out the door. And I'm like, who leaves their door open like it's a barn? Even the farmers know to close the barn door, dude. So it was like, okay, I want to spend another 3 hours trying to like corral this dog, or B, just scoop that motherfucker up and deal with the consequences. Well, I chose B. Right there, that little thing, it's like my thumb's kind of like swelled up and it's like a little cut. And this stupid dog grabbed on my thumb and went, and I was like, oh my God, it stung, it's stupid. And I was like, where do you want to put this dog at? And it was like, oh, in the backyard. I'm like, you should have been there in the first place. So then we threw the dog in the backyard, and I'm like, you have a paper towel? I'm like bleeding a lot for some reason. It kind of hit like a nerve or some blood vessels, I don't know. And so I put the paper towels on it, and then on the way back home, the wife was like, do you have your tetanus shot? I was like, this might be the day that it expired. I don't know. I don't remember. So then we went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, you know what? Bad timing. You're fucked. So it's like, so the doctor was like, okay, if you don't know the dog and it's technically a stray, like we don't know its records, it could have like diseases and bullshit. And because it drew blood and it wasn't like in the muscle or bone, but it fucking bit hard and produced a lot of blood. He was like, you know, sounds going to, even the doctor was like, dude, this is going to sound so stupid, but it's better to be safe than sorry. You have to take the shots. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to take the shots. It's so stupid. It's for this fucking thing. This stupid fucking thing, dog. It's not even a big cut. It's like, well, it was big before, and then it kind of like healed, right, overnight. But it's just such a minor thing. But I don't know about this dog. This dog could be just like eating shit and garbage on the streets and then have like tetanus and rabies and all the bullshit. So I spent all fucking night taking these goddamn shots. They put a shot on my left. They put a shot in my thigh. It's like all the antibiotics, tetanus, vaccines, whatever, the extra, the COVID DLC shots. I don't know what the fuck they did. And then the big one because the big one that they did for the, you know, the rabies or whatever, that could be rabies. It's like this big fat long turkey baster shot, dude. And they just put it in there. And I was like, dude, I feel like there's a whole water balloon in my arm. And then after I woke up and I feel like I got dead armed. I got, you know, Charlie horse or big punch in the arm. And I was like, this is stupid. And I miss recording. I miss streaming. I miss uploading. And because I missed one goddamn day for 1 hour with one little moment, I should have hit publish. But this guy decided to be like, I'm going to change my name. So I'm like, you know what? It's going to look weird when I'm talking about Chrysalis and not Mr. Cryptid. But all right, Cryptid, if you change your name to like Crypt tomorrow, or if you're going to change your name, just hold on for 1 hour while I post it. Just wait, dude. Don't go back. Don't rebrand. Don't do anything. Hold it here, dog. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoys the video, and I'll get back on my regular schedule tonight. I always stream every night around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. PT, and I'll keep posting blah blah blah. I'm back, baby. Sup, dog? New season of the finals is pretty damn good. Galaxy Masters. Or if you really hate this season, it's Dick Masters. But whatever masters you are, the master of your own faith, your own will, your own vice, the masters of skill, the masters of comedy. You know, that's the kings of comedy. TLDR, I think the season's fine. The melee, it's annoying. You have to relearn new kill combos, but it seems like the new map's fine. The new stuff's cool, blah, 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 blah. But today, we're going to look at this video of right here, this little man in a little box. Ooh, look at that little box. Oh, Hadouken! Now, who's this guy in the little box? His name is Chris Salas. Chris Salas a la birdie Akokopawatpa. The crystal ball himself, Chrysalis. So, crystal ball, his thumbnail came out at me, and it's basically season 11 didn't fix anything. And I gotta see what he means by that, because I think it kind of fixed a couple of things, but I mean, relatively, it's like the same game, right? My prediction for Melee was Melee is dead, and it kind of is, because it's a new fucking combo system. So if you're dual blades, instead of going 1-2, 1-2, and then an elbow, now I guess the new combo is you go block into double swipe and then one hit, and that's going to like change for a bit. But I mean, relatively, is it the same kill to time? I don't know. Some people like the lunge system, some people don't. It's like whatever. I feel like most of Melee's dead. There's not a lot of really good options for it, and now it's even worse. And as Melee, you can't really willy-nilly swipe everything unless you're light. I think the big winner of Melee is light class, because light, oh my lord, I don't know what happens, but they just come and swinging and just cutting up everybody. I mean, that's kind of light. Light's like the DPS class, right? All right, before we watch this video, let's look down. Consort Eternal. I hate how Dagger somehow still got worse since they removed a dash. The Spectre Crusader. No new weapons, no new gadgets, no new sponsor, no new specializations. Most of the melee is neither nerfed to the ground or OP. Light's nerf. The kick doesn't even counter or winch correctly. They gave Riot Shield a reskinned kick. And this is the worst season I've been here to play. Oh my God, the world is ending. Patrick's girl said they didn't even take the time to make a Kamata sponsored path. You know what? That's true. They didn't really do that, didn't they? June Fuck says, I want jump pads on top of the big tower because it's completely useless as it is now. Is he talking about that one like elevator that just goes up and does nothing? I mean, yeah, jump pads would be kind of cool, but I feel like those like little like anti-gravity things, they're just there because it's just for there's literally nothing to do there. I think they just did it just to make it look spacey, but they could just take it out and still look spacey. All right, so the comments, everybody's dooming, everybody's glooming, but you know what? We're gonna watch this.
Hello everyone, my name is Chrysalis, and today I want to talk about Season 11 of the finals and how they didn't actually really fix anything that's important, and it's just more shiny things to distract us from the problems that actually are present. I'm gonna go through...
What are the problems? Sorry if I sound angry, depressed. I recorded the video and I realized I was streaming instead of recording and had to record again. How can you sound angry and depressed when you're literally wearing a fun sweater, dog? Your sweater looks like a Bill Cosby sweater. You're about to go and sit me down and be like, son, these are some life lessons that I would like to share upon you. Let me go get my pipe and my newspaper and my medicine and my pudding pops and Jello. But you know what? If he starts to get the pills, don't drink it. Maybe that's why he's mad and depressed. Because he looks like Bill Cosby, dude.
Each of the new elements of the game, just to try to stay organized. So Season 11 is space themed. And the first new thing is that they added a new map called Galaxy Estates. Overall, the new map, I think, is really fun. The map feels like a good map. The speed zones are actually really fun and cool. I'm a big fan of those. But the low gravity fields kind of feel pointless. They kind of feel awkward. When you get in them, you just kind of are floating around. You're just stuck. I think there was...
True. The floating, like I said before, I think it's just there for just decoration. I mean, when you think of space, you think of zero grav. So instead of having like huge areas of the map being zero grav, they're like, you know what? Let's just do a little zero grav to make it look like it's spacey. I mean, you're literally on the planet Halo, dude. Like, it already looks like space with a bunch of like, you know, Jetson planes going above you, and it just looks spacey. You could take the anti-grav out and it will still look good. The biggest part is that weird like conveyor belt where if you like stand on it, you just go boo, and it's like really good, dude.
Probably something better they could have done, but they're trying to make it feel more space themed, so I guess that's fair enough. I think a lot of people wanted a space map. I think they wanted something more like you're playing on the moon, but instead
I just wanted a new map. That's all I wanted, and they delivered.
Made what looks like a nuke town kind of vibe that is located in space. So
you know what's kind of fun? When he said Nuketown, I only feel like it's Nuketown when you're in the residential. There's one that looks like a university that Microsoft and Facebook collabed and made this weird university business thing. And then on the other side, next to like, you know, past the tennis courts, past all the bullshit, there's like the residential, like, this is where we disco. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That disco side reminds me of Nuketown.
Overall, the map feels good. I don't think it's a bad map. I think it's fun. Next up, we have the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is basically just all space themed, but they still hid all of the good stuff behind the Ultimate Battle Pass. I had some friends hop on and talk about how cool the new skins were, only to realize that all the cool stuff was locked behind the Ultimate Battle Pass, and then decide that they are not buying that shit. And I think this is a problem with the battle passes. I don't mean to sound entitled to getting cool skins in the battle pass, but ever since like 3 seasons ago when they added the ultimate battle pass, they've just been locking all of the cool skins behind the ultimate pass, and then they make you feel like you're getting value when you buy the battle pass, but you're not going to get any of the good shit. It feels like you are because they're showing you the ultimate battle pass skins, but you just don't get any cool stuff really.
You know what? That's interesting. For me, I've only been playing this game for about like a month and a half to 2 months. And so when the battle pass comes out, I just throw money at the problem, say, just give me whatever, and I get the skins, and it's fine. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a free to play game, and they try to make their money. And I feel like this new season has a couple of cool animations or cool skins that I like personally. But I mean, if I come at this at a fresh, if I come at this as a new player 2 months ago, and I see this pass, he's kind of right. The other pass, it doesn't seem like there's anything cool unless you go all in on the money. And I think one way that the finals could get more people to play the game is having like an area of skins and animations that are cool that you could earn. So the people who want to play the game to invest in playing your lobbies and the life in your game, give them something to play with, dog. And I don't mean like something dull colored, because I know you're trying to be like, here's this dull, like mustard, dull color, looks like puke and dog shit skin. But this skin is the exact same color, but we've shined it. We molded it. We put some nice lucrative oil and hot rubbing that oil on that nice skin. That sounded kind of weird. That sound like what? Buffalo Bill. It gets the lotion or the hose or whatever you said.
They updated the new player experience, which I think is welcome. They added bot matches, which also is welcome. I don't know how good the bots are, but according to them,
it's probably trash. Let's just be honest. The best way to learn how to play the game is with other people. Bots are okay if you just want to like practice around in the map. You know, I would rather them just take the bots away and actually have you go in a private match and just go in this game solo without having the necessity of getting a friend to go in with you
and maneuver the map. And the new player experience should be helpful, I guess. The problem is they're working on the new player experience, but they're not working on making the game a game that people will actually want to come to and play. I'm sure the new players will understand how the game works just so they can go in.
What? So they're helping the game, but they're not helping the game? Let's go back.
To them, they can maneuver the map, and the new player experience should be helpful, I guess. The problem is they're working on the new player experience, but they're not working on making the game a game that people will actually want to come to and play. I'm sure the new players will understand how the game
they're not working on the game for them to come and play it. Got it.
Works just so they can go into ranked and realize that it's not competitive and it's kind of annoying. But you get to
most of these games are competitive. What do you mean by that, dude?
Talk to DD, so that's fun. They added a melee rework that ultimately doesn't really feel like a huge difference. I played a couple matches with the dual blades, and overall I feel like I was doing better than if I played dual blades last season because they buffed the damage and increased your lunge distance, but it doesn't really feel that different. For all the people that were freaking out about the melee rework, you can calm down because it doesn't really feel that different. It kind of feels...
I'll push back a little bit. I could agree with you that it is relatively the same. If you're just going in light click, the kill combo used to be 1-2, 1-2, and then the elbow for like lights and mediums. If you're just spamming left click and you're just doing this, yeah, the damage is higher and it does feel like you're killing things better. But the new kill combo I learned is that you just go to your block, do the heavy, Then after the heavy, you do another attack and then it'll kill. So now I feel like melee's dead because you got to learn all these new kill combos. And also that's if you get accuracy, because you got to get that nice, like, you got to get the nice hit. If you don't get the nice hit and you get like a glancing hit, that changes everything. The old melee is basically as long as you just hit anything, you win. You just go and all the damage is there. But now you actually have to like grab your sword and just go boom, because if you don't hit it that way, you won't get the full damage. But honestly, if you're just playing online, just like, you know, hanging out with your friends, everybody's doing this. So I agree, but also politely disagree, sir.
It's the same. They changed it enough to make people think that they were making big changes, but overall, when you play, you'll realize that it's not really that big of a difference. More people are using melee because they buffed it and they want to try out the new system, but it kind of feels the same to me. They updated the ping system, and that's welcome. I think the icons are less in the way, and now they have little pictures on them to show you what you pinged. I can't quite remember if that was already a thing. I think it was, though, but that's welcome.
I don't think it was. I didn't
change.
I don't think it was. I don't remember seeing the image. Honestly, whatever you said about melee, I have that same feeling for just a ping system. I just think nothing changed except for a picture. So I guess that's a benefit. If you couldn't hear what they pinged, you have that little icon.
So they added personal performance bonuses to ranked, which should have already been in the game. And then they made it so you can see the breakdown of all the points that you lost because you came fourth. But ultimately that doesn't fix the problem with ranked. Cool. I think ranked is just uncompetitive. And my friends came and tried it and they said this is the worst ranked experience
Ranked's uncompetitive. Oh, are you going to explain this now?
I've ever felt. This is coming from people who are among the top ranks of CS, Tekken, Dead by Daylight, and Rocket League. So some pretty competitive games. I don't know how competitive Dead by Daylight is, but you know, it's worth noting. It's just not competitive. It sucks getting third party. They're still third partying. They're still greedy.
Okay, so if you're okay. Whoa. I think your definition of competition is basically one team versus another team and then go in, right? Most of the games that you mentioned, Tekken, it's like what? Jin versus Hahachi or King versus Julia. It's literally 1v1. Counter-Strike is, how many people are on Counter-Strike? Like 5v5 or something, right? Rocket League is the same thing. It's just a bunch of cars. 10 cars here, 10 cars there. It's like soccer. But those are very distinct teams for competition. You're saying that it doesn't feel like competition because you get third party. You know, that's kind of fair, but would you rather play a game that's just a 3v3 shooter with a big ass map? I think the beauty of the finals is that kind of like mosh pit. And then whoever wins the mosh pit does go to the finals and do 3v3. For me, when I hear competition that's not competitive and it's not this and not that, I mean, dog, there's like competitions for rock, paper, scissors. There's competitions for ultimate frisbee. I don't think that's competition. I think that's just a waste of time in the park, but it's a fun time in the park. My perspective of that is like one thing. Another person saying, dog, you don't understand the talent of ultimate frisbee. You could die. Frisbee could hit your head and it's deadly. You have to have skill to dodge and grab it and throw it back and go in the, would they have like a little like hole? I feel like the competition is subjective. Hell, there's also like eating competitions. You eat like 1,000 hot dogs, right? And everybody's against each other. It's like 1v1, v1, 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 1v1, v1, 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 v1. Whoever comes in, it's like that is a mosh pit of dog, dude. Hot dogs. And they just eat hot dogs, but there's one winner. Now, is that competition eating? I don't know, dude. But again, some people actually think that's skill. And, you know, it could be skill, like how you eat it better, I guess. I don't know. And I'm not going to shit on all the other games because in my head, it's all about in the eye of the beholder. If it is skilled, tell me why it's skilled. Now, Tekken is a fighting game, and I know fighting games. It's very, very skilled. It's about downloading your opponent, knowing your combos, knowing the matchups. Like, it's very exciting to watch fighting games, especially Tekken. Counter-Strike is also really fun to watch because instead of having 1v1, it's like 5v5. So you have to put your faith in 4 other souls in Counter-Strike. Have I ever played Counter-Strike competitively? Not really. Dude. Have I played fighting games competitively? I kind of had. Once upon a time, I did. And I got like top 32 in like, fuck, I don't know. Like, dude, it was so old, long ago. I forgot what the game was, dude. But I know competition. And also, if people are really liking a game and they want it to be competitive, you have to accept what the game is. Think about this. There's Tekken, right? Tekken, 1v1, you know your moves, you know your shit, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. People also play Marvel vs. Capcom, dude. And that game is fucking hard ass shit. It's also very unfair because you have to deal with a lot of bullshit, dog. Unblockables, infinite combos. There's also games like Killer Instinct where at surface it looks like a fair game because of the combo breaker system. But oh my god, you could open somebody up like 10,000 times over, dude. You could do unblockable. You could do a almost unreactionary like one frame teleport punch jab touch of death. Now, is it fair? It's not really fair, but that's the beauty of it. You're playing a game that takes a lot of skill, and you know it's unfair. You know what you signed up for. When I saw the finals, I'm like, okay, what is it offering? It's a shooter where you have 3v3, v3, v3. That's the mode. So I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to go in and I'm doing a 3v3 while this side's going to do 3v3, I get it. But I could also grief one side and then grief the other and then go back and forth. I could grief everybody if I wanted to. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The money matters. So you could get like 1 million kills as long as you get that cash box. So I know what I signed up for. I'm going to be signed up to a mosh pit, and whoever wins the mosh pit, then I fight that final team at the finals. Hell, dude, I even feel competition at regular cash out, not even ranked, dude. And I said this previously in my other video. I don't even think that ranked title means anything. Oh, cool, you're Ruby, nice, whatever. And the only reason why I say that is because there's so many upsets in esports where it's like, this guy's like a super Ruby ranked platinum, gold dicked man or whatever. But then out of nowhere in the darkest corner of Reddit, some fat fuck furry comes and just bodies you with his combo in the fighting game, dude. And then you're like, oh, okay, who's the new winner of like Evo 1000? Furry McFurryson. And that's why I really don't believe in those titles, because I've seen upsets in that fighting game genre. Hell, I even see upsets in StarCraft, dude. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on that, because when someone says it's not, they don't feel like it's a competition. It's like, first, do you like playing the game? Is it entertaining and do you have fun? Got it. 2, can it be competitive? Is there a competitive element? Is there some type of gain and like a risk of defeat, besides your manhood or your honor or whatever? And then 3rd is like, do you accept those rules? And if you accept it and you want to go in and test your mettle and test your intelligence and test your skills, then go at it, dog. And then if you do that, you better explain to the normies or the non-believers why it should be important. Like soccer, I think soccer is a waste of time, dog. It's just people running to the right, running to the left, running to the right, running to the left, until a competitive soccer person came to my stream and was like, dog, it's more than running. You have to have so much endurance. Can you even run left and right that many times? And I think about it, I'm like, damn, they got to have really good endurance, dude. And then I can respect the game. And then if I respect the game, I'll be like, okay, what other skills do you need? And then I might like the game. If I like the game enough, I might want to, play it on the streets.
They're still doubling at the end of the round because you could literally just throw the box to the other team and they'll put it in because they're stupid. And then the teams in second and third get fucked. They're getting griefed. So it just doesn't feel good still. But they added
Yeah, but that's the game, dude. That's the game.
More variety for the cash out spawns, so that's fun. Sorry, I'm being a little bit doomer here because I think ranked just isn't fun to play right now. And I want to play it and I want it to be competitive, but it just isn't because I love.
I mean, dog, I just froze at a frame with a big RPG in my face. How is this not competitive for you, dog? This looks fun, dude.
Of the finals so much, but everyone says it's gonna lose its identity when you could literally just put the tournaments in a tournament mode and make it like Rocket League, where you get tournament specific rewards, and then tournaments would still be a viable gameplay option. You could even make the tournaments.
I've never played Rocket League, so I don't know what he means, but if you're saying there's like a weird battle pass or there's a reward at the end, sure. I played this game as the game itself. I didn't even know you could get like emerald skins and ruby skins. I just played it because I was like, this is fun. Let me learn the game that's offered. So I learned the game and I was like, okay, cash out's pretty good. I like the strategy. I like that you could do a 3v3. And if you're not winning that team, it pairs you to the other team. If you're not winning that team, you're kind of fucked. But it gives you the option to third party. And if you're getting third party, the other receiving player of getting third party, it's got to be like, okay, I'm getting third party. How can I fight two teams separately? Usually it's a reset. It's usually get your team and reset to the corner and heal and, revive while the other two teams duke it out. And then you try to go for the cash box. But again, that's just like being engaged into that environment. So in my head, it doesn't take me a lot to really like a game. Hell, I used to play a Hun Showdown. That's not really a competitive game, but every time I get in that match, I treat it as a competition, dog.
Bigger and have a set time that everyone can sign up for. And then you can have like a tournament of like 32 teams and then have like huge rewards at the end. Maybe you get multi-bucks at the end of the tournament if you come first, or a title that says you won.
Interesting idea.
But instead they're just forcing it down your throat if you want to play a ranked game. Ranked should be separate.
You know what? Having a title might be nice. That might be a nice little token for those people that actually want it. It might sound like I'm hating on you, and I think I am, but you do have some good ideas, dude.
To be competitive, even playing field, it should feel fair. It should feel like it's about who's better than the other team, but it's just not. You can't even properly execute your game plan because it doesn't matter, because you're just going to get griefed as soon as you win. The interact.
Well, you can still do your game plan. What is your game plan? That's the thing. How can I do my game plan if I'm just going to get grief? What's your game plan? And is your game plan grief proof? In my head, if I know someone's going to do a double Jeopardy, that's basically just like a wild card in the mix. And it's like, okay, what's my plan to counter the wild card? Hell, if you know, you mentioned Tekken, but like, didn't like Smash Bros wasn't competitive enough to the other fighting games? And then look where we're at now. It's super competitive. They had to show the world how it is fun and how it is competitive. That's not a fighting game. You have a spot dodge, and real fighting games do X, Y, Z. But it's like, they just made money, dog. At the end of the day, it's first, is it fun? And if it's fun, it's going to sell money. 2, is there a competitive aspect to it? And 3, do you agree to that competitive aspect to participate even more and even harder to push the boundaries of the game? One game that I really do not like, and I first liked in the beginning, but I did not agree to the last parts, it was Escape from Tarkov. I feel like that is the best, most realistic version of a shooter at that time when it came out. And I was like, okay, let's, play it. And I played it. I think the PvP is fine in Tarkov, but I do not agree with any of the other stuff about it. One quest, in order to unlock your better weapons that you need for PvP, if you want to make that competitive, is you gotta be dehydrated. So how do you get dehydrated without getting ratted and roached out? Well, you gotta eat a can of fucking mayonnaise in a corner and at the last 5 minutes of the map, so you don't get griefed. And after that, and you're and after you're like dry heaving, then you got to extract. And that once you do that, you're done with the mayonnaise quest. I said to myself, I don't want to do this anymore. I think this is stupid. And then I left. And now Nikita is like, oh, I need to get people to play my game, my Balenciaga. Oh, I need more. But everyone played Arc Raiders, and everyone's going to play different games now because he dropped the ball. Plus, he did that Unheard edition, which kind of sucked. I don't think it's a fair comparison to do Tarkov versus Tekken, because I feel like Tekken is extremely competitive, but the mindset still exists.
With another team, they made it so you get sponsors faster. Who cares? And that's basically everything. Rank
Yeah,
still
who cares?
sucks. There's a new battle pass and a new map, and Melee feels kind of different, maybe a little better, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna nerf it soon anyways. But I'm just tired of the finals putting out updates and making it feel like they're doing something by being like, look at all these changes we made. But it's like, you made it so we can see the rank that we got at the end of the match, and you added stuff that should have been in the game in the first place, and you added a battle pass that doesn't
True.
and you added a battle pass that doesn't even have cool stuff in it because it's all in the ultimate battle pass. And at least the map is cool, Well, anyways, if you made it this far, congratulations. You are among few, maybe 1%.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, thanks for watching.
1%. 1%. But yeah, that's the end of the video. So at the end of the video, what do you want? That's my question. If you're saying all these things are bad about it, what do you want? I could tell you, for me, I think the biggest huge thing is having a new map in this game. The map is great. They should keep making new maps. But what would you say, what would make you more excited? What would you think that would fix this game? More weapons, more utility, a different game mode? You want the main game mode just be 3v3? Is that the official esports game mode? Will that get you have more competition in that? But you know what? Out of all that stuff, the fact that you're still wearing a Bill Cosby sweater in this day and age, I'm going to subscribe to you. I'm going to like your shit because you know what? It is a good video. Having your thoughts on it, you said a lot of true things in the beginning. I think your definition and perspective of competition is a little skewed, but I can understand why you see it that way. Anyways, anybody watching this, Chris Sabal, give him a like, give him a sub. It was a good video. Season 11 of the finals is something, and it truly is something. So there you have it. He says season 11 didn't fix anything. And it's kind of weird for me because, again, I only been playing this game for about 2 months, and I'm having a great time playing it. I even saw just the other day a couple of the esports matches they did, and there's a lot of light, medium, heavy, and I only think I saw 2 lights and 1 heavy from a week ago on the main channel of the finals. But I mean, it still looks a very fun competitive game. To ask yourself, what do you want as a game, just as a player, not you personally or anybody out there, but just the internet? For me, I want a game that tests your intelligence and your mettle. I like when you make really cool plays and your performance shows. I want a game that makes you do really cool plays and you can perform well using your skills that you accumulated over the years. Your intelligence, your game sense, your macro and micro use, your communication skills, your high risk, your high reward plays. I like when a game offers that. I feel like the finals offers all of that and a bag of chips. Does Tarkov offer that for me? Not really. Does Counter-Strike offer that? It does, but I only have 2 friends. I technically have more than 2 friends. How many friends do I have the intelligence to perform well? The finals hits that niche, dog. Now, if I have like 5 people for Counter-Strike, 2 other friends that are intelligent, could work together and perform super cool shit, then yeah, I'll probably be playing Counter-Strike all fucking day long. But I am surrounded by retards at all times, man. All right, anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.